Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you an exciting NBA basketball game. In this game, we'll see the Los Angeles Lakers going up against the Brooklyn Nets. Kevin Harlan here with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our sideline reporter is David Aldridge. Tip-off goes to the Lakers. And Greg, on paper, this looks like a real mismatch. These teams have very different expectations.
And in any matchup like this, the early stages are important. The team coming in as a big underdog has to keep it close, otherwise things can go south and hurt.
So the Nets starting five. We've got Thomas. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Nicholas Claxton. Then there's Dennis Schroeder, and it's Bridges in at the three, the small forward. And so the Los Angeles Lakers get the first points of the ballgame. Schroeder outside. Shot clock at 6. Thomas against Hachimura. The offensive rebound. And so it's Hachimura who brings up the ball for the Lakers. It's a three-point game. Here's Houdini. Claxton covering. Houdini. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Houdini's got his second basket of the night.
That shot was made possible by the work of Anthony Davis.
The pass to Finney-Smith. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Claxton with it. Davis is up. No good from outside. The Lakers with a quick start to this game. They come into this one following the loss to the Mavericks.
Yeah, for that loss, you can credit their defense or lack thereof. Too many breakdowns on that end of the floor.
Yeah, and that's really inexcusable. I mean, there's just no way that you can justify that. When you don't put the work in on defense, you're going to end up on the losing end.
You know, Clark, when he's 100%, Anthony Davis, one of the premier big men in the game.
Hey, I would take that qualifier off of it, Kevin. How about just one of the best players, period? He can pick and pop, he can pick and roll, he can post up, he can do everything offensively. And defensively, he's unique as a rim protector with the ability to defend on the perimeter, too.
The Nets still looking like they're getting going. Still without a basket in the game. Fresh from a win against Portland.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road. But they found ways to get their guys good looks.
And it was funny, the road arena didn't bother them at all. I mean, they locked in, focused, executed, and got it done.
Here's Houdini. Takes it into the teeth of the knee and converts the layup. Houdini's got 7 points. Nets trail by 7. Thomas passes to Bridges. And here's Schroeder from deep. Traps in the tray.
This is where Schroeder has really improved over the years, hitting the three with some consistency.
Hachimura against Bridges. Fires the three. And that will fall. The three-pointer on the line from Houdini. Houdini's got a couple of threes now in the first with the Lakers. Schroeder with the ball. Now defended by Houdini. Here's Thomas. Davis with some nice D.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Nailed from three-point land. And it's 13 points for Houdini.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
Now, here's Thomas. Last game he had 34 points from 10 feet out. Anthony Davis with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Here's Houdini, defended by Bridges. Snatched up. Davis, and a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
You're exactly right. I mean, everything seems to be dropping. Impressive scoring here.
Now, here's Schroeder. He's coming off a 22-point game against Portland. Pass to Thomas to end the run. And the Nets miss again.
So hard, actually impossible to cut into the lead when you have a guy struggling this bad.
Those are starting to add up, guys. Of their last 5 baskets, 3 have been triples.
Outside Thomas. There's the triple. Again, Thomas missing. And so it's Los Angeles. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And more than anything, their three-point shooting is what sparked them. A fantastic night from long range so far. And we'll be back with you shortly. And if you're just checked in for Los Angeles, Houdini comes in for Vanderbilt. And then for Brooklyn, Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Lonnie Walker. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Smith. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Here's Houdini. The rebound by Sharp.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
Rui Hachimura out there with LeBron James. Then it's Houdini. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Beverly in at the shooting guard position. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Boy, Brooklyn GA did all they could to assemble a championship team, and look what happened.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, you take your swings in this league, and sometimes it works. Sometimes you have to retool, and they still have some good players to build around.
Now, here's Schroeder after the miss from Houdini. Here's Johnson. He has 5. Kicks it out to Schroeder. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. 17 points was their biggest margin. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And this was as even a matchup as you'll find in the NBA. Split the season series down the middle, 1 apiece.
Yeah, this is really tight. I mean, it's splitting hairs when you talk about these teams. You get the feeling if they played 10 games, each side would win 5.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Johnson outside. A three-pointer off the mark. Los Angeles leading by 15. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Houdini in that last game against the Mavericks was phenomenal. He dropped in 38 points, and to everybody's surprise, he was dialed in from deep. He made a number of threes. He was a real problem for the defense. He just seemed to get what he wanted out there, and I'm sure his team is thankful for that. Kevin?
Yeah, David, in stretches, he was absolutely dominant. Greg, he'd love to match that performance tonight.
This team needs his contributions. When he's right, he makes winning plays time and time again.
For sure, and draws so much defensive attention that it opens up opportunities for others.
Here's Houdini following the bucket by the Nets.
Wow, he got whacked on that one. Shouldn't be much debate there.
Blatant contact, straightforward call, simple.
Los Angeles shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Number 21.
No good on the free throw. And Los Angeles with some changes. Davis is checked in for LeBron. And it's Austin Reeves in for Patrick Beverly. Then for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Sharp. And Thomas subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Now here's Schroeder. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. Here's Thomas. It's good. Thomas got his 2nd basket of the night.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Sometimes, for whatever reason, a lot of times you don't know why. It takes a little while to work the knots out, but looks like they're putting it together right now.
And that one's good. Houdini.
Yeah, that was the 3rd straight high percentage look
the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
Now, here's Johnson. He's got 5. It's Schroeder with the drop. And it goes down 2 points. Schroeder's got 5.
Schroeder is so quick. He can get to the hoop at will. He's a really dynamic player, especially on the drop.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. He takes it in. Thomas, good.
How about that dish by Schroeder? Always a good idea to get it to the open man. That's just good basketball.
Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Schroeder. And that one's good. Houdini. Houdini's got 21 in the game.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes it back.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
And so we wrap up the first half. Lakers lead by 13. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
And put your hands together. Give it on for Red Panda.
Well, the obvious problem is the perimeter defense, and it's not all their fault. Sometimes a team just gets hot, but at the same time, at some point, you have to force shooters to put the ball on the floor and beat you some other way.
It's a conundrum. And now that we have some time, let's see how the All-Star voting is shaping up.
Voting for the All-Star Game selections has just begun. Things could change here, but I'd say this is a pretty good idea of where it's headed.
I could think of some names out of that and somebody kick off, but I won't name names.
Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. It's been a clinic out there by Houdini.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
Setting the floor for the Nets. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Mikal Bridges. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Thomas, and it's Schroeder in at the 1 spot. Well, LeBron, Curry, and KD, Kevin Durant, are still great players. We know that, Clark. But as they age, who do you think is now the face of the NBA?
Well, it's hard not to talk about Giannis in that regard. I mean, his overall game is spectacular. His personality is terrific. Jokic is in the category, but I would think it would be Giannis. I mean, if you made me pick one guy as the face of the league in totality, performance on the court, MVP level player, personality, disposition, all of the ingredients, I'm going Giannis.
That should give him a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
And, you know, that's exactly what happens when you don't settle. That's the result. Tremendous effort and a big-time finish there.
And let's run down for you the top 3-point shooting point guards in the league this season. You look at Houdini, he's absolutely deadly from outside.
I mean, his first job is to orchestrate for his teammates, but being as fantastic as he is at shooting the 3, he's never reluctant to take that shot if it's available.
And if I'm coaching him, I want him taking that shot. I mean, just look at the percentage. I mean, that earns you the green light for me on every possession.
No good on that one. So we can't get either to fall. And Schroeder's got the ball here for Brooklyn, trailing by 13. After this game, they can look forward to L.A., where they'll match up against the Clippers. That'll be the 3rd game of this 3-game road trip. Thomas passes to Bridges. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Schroeder. A 3 ball. And Davis pulls it down. Davis has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's James. LeBron playing like a big man inside.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Claxton finds Thomas. Reeves with the rebound.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half.
James outside. Fires the 3. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
To the middle, here's Claxton, and he caught that pass in full stride on his way to the big slam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. The Nets have been forced to pivot from their star-crossed super team era. The what-ifs are fading into the rearview mirror. Now it's people like Mikal Bridges that are going to form the next new era. And rest assured, this team has dug its way out of far worse. With the draft assets and two-way talent on the roster, their aim is to remain competitive. Kevin?
I think they are. David, thank you for the report.
And man, LeBron's taking things into his own hands with that alley-oop. Really impressive.
Schroeder outside. In the corner, it's Bridges. Off target with his 3.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
Here's Schroeder after the made shot from Houdini. And the first timeout called of the game for Brooklyn.
Well, it's been an express lead to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
And, you know, I think he's going to tell them simply, we have to show more fight on the interior. That's the top priority right now.
Some changes for the Lakers. Vanderbilt's checked in for LeBron. Grant comes in for Rui Hachimura. And it's Patrick Beverly in for Austin Reeves. And then for Brooklyn, Sharp comes in for Nicholas Claxton. And Johnson subbed in for Mikal Bridges. Now here's Schroeder. He's got 7, and he gets it to go. Schroeder's got 9.
Look at the touch on Schroeder's shot there, making that tough mid-range, Jay. Easy, slim victories.
Here's Houdini. He's guarded by Schroeder. Loads it up for Davis. Stolen away. Johnson, the pass to Schroeder. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. And 11 points for Dennis Schroeder.
Man, he is just really in a flow right now. That field goal percentage has gone through the roof.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Schroeder. On the wing, Davis. Trying to find Vanderbilt. Gets it to him. Shoots from the elbow. A shot by Houdini, no good. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Thomas sets a screen for Schroeder. A baseline change, and out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. Los Angeles making a switch here. Dinwiddie's checked in. Making a change here. Claxton's checked in. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn.
Here on the Laker Girls Dance Team.
It to Watford. Walker with it. Bridges outside. 6 to shoot. Pulls up. And again, it's the Nets missing.
just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
They've got Taurean Prince. LeBron James is out there with Houdini. Then there's Jared Vanderbilt. And it's Lopez in at the center, locking down the middle. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. Here's Houdini, guarded by Walker. Houdini, good on the bucket. Houdini's got 27.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. And Los Angeles with some changes. Davis is checked in for Lopez. Hachimura comes in for Taurean Prince. And it's Austin Reeves in for Vanderbilt. Then for the Nets, Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Trendon Watford. Thomas comes in for Johnson. And Dennis Schroeder subbed in for Walker. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Kevin Ollie said to his team. They said to the team, I know you guys are tired, but let's end this game strong. Let's get the win. Big last stretch here, guys.
All right, thank you, David. Okay, time now for an injury report. Now let's check in with David Aldridge to see how Patrick Beverley's doing. David.
Thanks, guys. I got a status report from Los Angeles' head athletic trainer. And guys, he told me that it appears to be a pinched nerve in his back. Right in the heart of the schedule, this is a major blow. The coaches are going to find out a lot about their team. Guys?
Thanks for the status report there, David. At least we now know, Greg, how he's doing.
Yeah, when you talk injury, the unknown factor is always a difficult thing to deal with.
And, you know, for him, just watching his teammates unable to contribute, that's really a helpless feeling.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Here's Thomas. And again, no good by Brooklyn. Los Angeles leading by 14. Davis finds James. Here's Houdini. Claxton covering. Here's Houdini. A rebound by the Nets. We've got 1:08 left in the fourth quarter. Thomas inside. And with the new CBA, Clark, one thing that again didn't get any traction, the franchise tag.
Yeah, not surprising. I mean, if a guy really wants to leave a team these days, most of the time a trade will be made. It doesn't necessarily have to get to free agency.
And both free throws good for Thomas. There's a minute left in the game.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight will be a win by a large margin for Los Angeles.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And so taking a look at their record, a nice milestone they'll be picking up tonight. 30 wins on the year now.
And it always feels good to get that first win in a season series. Going head-to-head twice this year. This will put them up 1-0 so far against Brooklyn.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Houdini.
Well, the defense just couldn't figure him out, and he continued to put it to him.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Here's the floater, and it's good on the way in. 33 points for Houdini.
How about that wonderful floater he has, showing off an exquisite touch.
So it's Los Angeles winning this one easy, and the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in
going, Pete? How you doing?
Those guys are going to have nightmares about you carving up their D.
Decision making. Plus, I put on music to keep the adrenaline up.
Nice. That's why your head is always rocking like at a heavy metal show.
It's the only way. And I've been thinking about growing my hair out too. 9MP.
I'm planning a beach trip next week.
Never a bad decision. What's your go-to activity?
Well, I've been doing a bit of skimboarding. I love it.
Right up? No, that's a good idea. I might have to do that myself.
Right? Right? Isn't that what I said? Hey, so you want to play 2K tonight? But you've seen the Roxy.
True. We call him.
You've seen him in the Roxy.
should we pick up something for dinner?
Oh, but we got food already at home.
Yeah, but those leftovers are old.
I brought food yesterday, I think.
You know, it got out of the desk. We've been trying to find it. Saw the picture. It's scary. Yeah. Just got back from the beach, man. Am I red? Yeah, you're a little burned all over. Yeah, that's nice. rideable mowers.
Oh, it must be nice. I got that old push mower.
Pete.
Good game, MP.
Hey, mid. Come on, MP. Hey, what's up?